Hi student, in this video we are going to see the derivation for the force exerted by this jet on a stationary curved plate, whereas this particular plate is a symmetrical one. But the change is that jet will be strike the curved plate at one end tangentially. Okay, so first of all we go through the all these words. Okay, so it is the force exerted by this jet, okay, on a stationary curved plate. That particular plate is a symmetric one. Symmetric means what? The angle, that deflection angle on the upside and on the downside is the same one. That is the symmetrical plate. The shape is symmetrical above the x-axis, this particular x-axis. Okay. Also, the condition is that the jet striked the curved plate at one end tangentially. Okay, so in the previous cases we saw the particular jet will impact this particular plate. It may be a vertical or the curved plate. It will impact at the center, which is the parallel to the x-axis. That particular jet is parallel to the x-axis. But in this condition, this jet is striking the symmetrical plate at a tangentially at a one end and having the direction tangential, which it is a tangential to this particular plate. Okay, so definitely the particular jet will making some angle with the jet, and that is again equal to the theta, which is the same to this particular angle, deflection angle. Okay, so why it is the same? Because this particular jet is impacting this particular plate tangentially. Okay, so as we can see here, the initial velocity, this will be the initial velocity, capital V. Okay, it is making some angle theta with the horizontal one. So we can split this particular velocity in the two component, x direction component and y direction component. X direction component will be V cos theta and y direction component will be V sin theta. As jet striking the plate, similar way it will leaving the plate tangentially. Okay, and from here to from inlet to the outlet, we are considering that there will be no any friction. Okay, so means what? There will be no any energy lost during the when the jet will passing through this particular symmetric plate by the friction. Okay, so those are the negligible, or we just neglecting that one. So the outlet velocity is also the same one, because there will be no any energy loss or the velocity loss because of the friction and all those factors. And also it is leaving the plate tangentially, so that's why the particular angle you can see here, it is also theta 1. Okay, because the upper theta and lower theta, upper angle and lower angle is the similar one or the same one, because this particular plate is a symmetrical one. Now we can also make two component from this outlet velocity. Velocity is the same, so the component will be v sin theta in the y direction and v cos theta into the x direction. Now we saw this one. Also, this particular plate is a stationary one, so automatically the work done will be 0, because this particular plate does not moving. That's why the work done is a 0. Now we have to find out just force acting in the x direction and force acting in the y direction. As we already know, by the Newton's second law, F is equal to m into a, that is mass into acceleration. We can again split this formula into m dv upon dt, that is the m upon dt into dv. M upon dt means mass flow rate, that is the m dot, means how much water how much kg of water is passed through this particular plate, that is the mass flow rate in this second. Now applying this formula to this particular application, here first of all we are going to find out the force acting in the x direction, then force acting in the y direction. Here the v is the velocity of the jet, and theta, which is the angle made by the jet with x axis at the inlet tip of the plate. Okay, now we are applying this particular Newton's second law to this application, or to this particular problem. We will get mass per second, that is mass flow rate, into initial velocity, that is v1x, minus final velocity or inlet velocity minus outlet velocity. So here we just considering the x-axis, that's why we are just going to consider this particular velocity which is in the x direction. Okay, that is v cos theta. Here also v cos theta, but sign here, sign will be different. It will be get minus because the direction is the opposite. So mass flow rate again we can write down as a rho a v, that is the rho means density, a means area, cross section area, and v means velocity, into initial velocity will be v cos theta, that is the same, minus, because this minus in bracket, minus v cos theta, that is the final velocity. Why we taking this minus? Because of the direction you can see it is the opposite to the initial velocity, that's why we taking as a minus v cos theta. Now this minus getting plus, so we are just adding those two things, and we will got finally the fx is equal to 2 rho a v square, because we are taking v common from this particular two states, or we are taking just v cos theta. Okay, 2v cos theta, so we get into multiplies and we get the square into cos theta. So that is the for x direction, force acting in the x direction. Now what's about y direction? So similar to the previous some derivations, we can calculate the force acting in the y direction also. Okay, here also same formula we are going to apply, that is the mass flow rate, that is rho a into v into, okay, here initial velocity in the y direction, that is the v sin theta, okay, minus the final velocity in the y direction, that is also same v sin theta, and it is having the same direction, that's why here positive will be here, uh, positive sign will be there. Okay, now v sin theta minus v sin theta, this term will be 0, and we multiplied it by the mass flow rate, so it will be total force acting in the y direction will be 0. Okay, that's why the Fy will be 0, but Fx will be 2 rho a v square cos theta. So that's how we got the force acting on the stationary cover plate, which is a symmetrical plate, and that particular jet will strike at one end tangentially to this particular plate.